Jerusalem might be the capital of Israel, but the United States is still hard-pressed to say that it is actually part of the State of Israel. What country is Jerusalem in? Associated Press reporter Matt Lee asked Acting Assistant Secretary for Near East Affairs David Satterfield last Thursday at a press briefing in Washington. Be the first to know, join our Facebook page. Function, D, S, ID, var JS, FJS equal D get elements tag name, S, 0, if, D get element bid, ID, return, JS equal D createlment, S, JS.id equal ID, JSSRC equal / connect facebook.net/n_us/all JS number XFBML equal 1 and app ID equal 1634148068997, FJS parent node insert before, JS, FJS, document, script, Facebook JS SDK, to Israelis. His question might be akin to asking if the sky was blue. But Lee was not being facetious. It was just one day after U.S. President Donald Trump's dramatic announcement that the U.S. Embassy would be relocated to Jerusalem. Still, Satterfield did not respond to Lee with the simple one-word answer, Israel. Instead, he explained, the president on December 6 recognized Jerusalem as the capital of the State of Israel. Lee pressed on, asking if the U.S. officially recognized that Jerusalem was part of Israel. Satterfield clarified during the briefing that Trump's statement did not mean U.S. policy had shifted with regard to Israeli sovereignty over the city. We are not changing or taking a position on the boundaries of sovereignty in Jerusalem, Satterfield said. Satterfield's careful answer spoke to a 70-year diplomatic dance the U.S. and the larger international community has held with Israel with regard to the status of Jerusalem in the absence of a peace process. The international community regards East Jerusalem as part of occupied Palestine but is not willing to recognize Israeli sovereignty over West Jerusalem. At issue is not the 50-year-old question of a united Jerusalem in Israeli hands or a divided city, with West Jerusalem as Israel's capital and a future Palestinian one in East Jerusalem. Instead, it goes to the heart of a more basic 70-year-old question of whether Israel in modern times has a connection to the city that was the capital of the biblical Jewish state and where its holiest site, the Jewish temple, once stood. The Palestinians have been particularly blunt in rejecting this connection. Israel has annexed both parts of Jerusalem, west and east, first in 1948 and then in 1967, said PLO Executive Committee member Hanan Ashrawi. It is crazy in the year 2017 to determine geopolitical realities on the basis of 3,000 years ago, Ashrawi said. Any potential Israeli sovereignty in the city could only be determined through negotiations, she said. World leaders and dignitaries have been more vague and polite. For decades they have visited Jerusalem, shaking hands. Its prime ministers and presidents, no less than 3 former U.S. presidents, Jimmy Carter, William Clinton and George Bush, have addressed the Knesset. Former U.S. President Barack Obama delivered a eulogy for his Israeli counterpart Shimon Peres at the city's Mt. Herzl Cemetery.